Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're having a great day so far. And so for today's video, I'm going to be trying out the new holiday collection from Nars. This stunning packaging. I've got the full collection here. We've got lipsticks, blush palette, we've got eyeshadow. So I'm going to be trying all of this out on my face and giving you my thoughts. So without further ado, let's get started. Let's start off with eyes. This is the eyeshadow palette. I love this packaging. It's so cute with like the tape across there. And then this is the inside. It's so pretty. It has this little sort of lift up and it's magnetic. It is very, very diddy, much smaller than I thought it was, but very, very cute. I do like it still has a teeny little mirror because again, it's still going to be ideal for travel. So I'm going to use this top shade first. It's so nice. I can't tell you how nice it is just to sit down and do some makeup because I have had quite the week. Do you know what? My mirror is so dirty. I can't even see in it. Let's do something about that, shall we? Good grief. That's better. There she is. Good morning. Hi face. That shade's a bit more of like a satin. It's definitely got a bit of a sort of sheen to it, but not shimmery as such. I just realised I didn't bring any mascara in, which is going to be a problem in a minute. We've been a bit of a poorly family the last sort of month, I'd say. Like we started off like just my whole family getting COVID, and then my daughter had what we initially thought was like food poisoning or just an upset stomach, but turned out to be norovirus, which she then gave to me. And I mean, it's a miracle. Like, obviously it wasn't fun. Like, I'm not going to say it's fun, but I have had norovirus before, and it was just the most horrific sort of 48 hours of my life. It was just brutal. Worst time I can remember as far as like having a bug like that. Just appalling. And I was like thinking, oh my days, because I was on my own. So my husband was away when I got it and when my daughter got it. And I was thinking, oh my God, like how am I going to survive life? How am I going to get my kids to school? How am I just going to function with this going on? But it was just nothing like the first time. So I'm going in with this sort of brighter shade now. But yeah, I thought I'm just gonna, I don't know what I'm gonna do, like how I'm gonna function. And it was just it ended up being nowhere near as bad. Honestly, I did not feel good. Don't get me wrong, it wasn't the funnest few days of my life, but it was nothing like as severe as the first time. And I wonder if it's because I've had it before. Maybe there was like a little bit of immunity left or something. I don't know, but yeah, I'm very grateful that I didn't quite get it full force, but I've just been so tired. You know, I was up sort of 2 nights in a row with my daughter and then up on my own for the next 2 nights. And that was off the back of like not feeling great for the few weeks before that. So I was just so exhausted and I just haven't really felt like filming. I've been struggling through, I've been kind of muddling along, and now I just feel like I've got to the place where I actually feel like almost 100% again, and I can start looking forward to doing some makeup and filming, and it's not like feeling like the worst thing on earth to do that. So that shade again, it seems to have a little bit of sparkle in there, but it doesn't show actually on the eye when I'm buffing everything in. Blending very nice. This is very festive, I feel like, this look. It's not as bright. It looks very, very bright and scary in here, but actually blended out. I feel like these shades, a lot of the time, these sort of reds, actually in the pan, they're always much more intimidating than how they end up on the eye. I'm going to use this delicious looking shimmer shade on the lid now. Oh, very pretty. These, I feel like Nars's shimmers and their shadows in general actually have come such a long way. I've been really impressed with their eyeshadows. The last sort of few palettes from them I've really enjoyed, and the formulas are really good. Like, they don't have fallout, they have a nice amount of shimmer and impact. They're very, very easy to work with and blend, and I'm actually like, I feel like they're really underrated as far as an eyeshadow brand. I'm going to use the Shimmer Next Door in the inner portion of my eye. Oh, okay. I was expecting that to be a lot lighter, but it's actually, that works beautifully in there. Okay, so that shade had quite a bit of fallout and not as much impact. It's actually a lot pinkier than I thought it was going to be. Like, it looks like a straight up sort of gold, but actually on the lid it's gone quite pink, and it's created quite a bit of fallout. So I feel like that's just happened so that I can look silly, because I just said that they didn't have any fallout. Brilliant. But that shade did. Okay, that shade did. I'm gonna run that pink, the more vibrant shade, under my lower lash line to connect the dots. I've done all my Christmas shopping now. I always wait every year to get to Black Friday, and I do all of my Christmas shopping in Black Friday, and it is a treat. I don't really shop myself that much in Black Friday. I'll pick up things that I need, like replacing. So I needed a new brow pencil, I needed a new dry shampoo. I picked up, so I replaced those. I got a new concealer from Pat McGrath and mascara backups. And I also picked up that palette, the quad that I talked about, this Ritualistic Rose. I picked that one up that I talked about in my favourites video. That's pretty much it that I got for myself. I don't really shop for myself this close to Christmas because obviously it's high risk and my family will kill me. I'm just using this silvery shade to highlight the brow. That's very pretty, but not too much. That's just enough, you know, just enough for the brow arch. Inner corners with that same shade. Very cute little palette, you know. Yeah, apart from those few little bits that were mainly, you know, replacements or backups of things that I frequently use and use up and needed a new one of, I don't really get a lot for myself. It's mainly, for me, Black Friday is about getting all the Christmas shopping in, and we've achieved that. So that's good. What did you guys pick up in Black Friday? Very intrigued. What were your favourite sales? I know a lot of people get very annoyed with Charlotte Tilbury's sale every year because it is a bit of a dud, isn't it? But the good thing is that, like, Cult Beauty, Space NK, they obviously have better sales and they stock Charlotte Tilbury, and ASOS as well. ASOS had like 20% off everything, I think, and they stock Charlotte Tilbury. So that's the workaround there. I mean, if Charlotte's only going to offer us discounts on, you know, items that actually are probably just the ones that didn't sell that well, then we'll just go and find the bargains ourselves. So let's have a look at this blush palette. Same stunning packaging as the eyeshadow. Oh, look at that. Just on a larger scale. Look at that, mummy and baby. Aww, but here she is. Absolutely stunning. So we'll say this highlight surprised me. I think the highlights in these palettes always surprise me because I think they're just going to sit there and not get used. I just want this for the blush, but the highlights are not to be slept on. These are really nice highlights in here. This is a beautiful, quite subtle, like my kind of highlight, if you know me. I've used this blush so far, that's about it. This was the first one I wanted to get straight on the cheeks. So I think today, maybe to go with the eyes, do I force myself to use one of these that is not typically my vibe? Or do I go with the orange in the centre? Let's put that decision off slightly and go in with the highlight while I consider my options. I feel like most people want to see the orange, but we'll go through them all. Do you see how that's, you know, I'm really packing that on and it's just a lovely glow. It's not super over the top. It's not super glittery, shimmery. It's really nice actually and quite natural. I really like that highlight, melting into the skin really nicely. Obviously it is all about the blush, these palettes, but it's nice that they don't just kind of phone in the highlight. If it's in there, you might as well make it good, you know. So I am going to go with this shade because I feel like it's the one that lots of you will be interested in as well. And I can already tell you that the neutral blush in here is just gorgeous. I did post a picture actually using it on my Instagram if you want to see that one on. That's the one I used. But this is, again, it's very subtle. I love these kind of baked gelée formulas. They're very heavy hand friendly. You know, you can't really do too much. You can't end up with a horrifying over application really. You can just build and build, and they blend so nicely. That's very pretty. Very pretty. That goes really nicely actually with the eyeshadow. I thought I was going to have to use one of the berries, which is not my colour when it comes to blush at all, but that is a lovely shade as well. Let's buff up, guys. And then there are two shades of Audacious lipstick. We have Mona, which is a bit of a red, brownie red moment. These are really nice, these lipsticks, really creamy, shiny, juicy formula, right up my street. And then we have Anita, which is the nude moment. I think I'm feeling nude today. I think I'm feeling a bit more, it's quite pink though. Not really my colour of nude. Let's go with Mona. Let's go slightly out of the comfort zone. They feel so slippy that it surprises me how much pigment they have. Because they definitely have the feel of like a sheerer, sort of balmy lip. Let's take this off, shall we? We don't really need that on anymore. But that is very pretty and so shiny. I love the high shine of these. I mean, I do feel like the blush palette is the star of the show. The highlight in there, like I said, really pleasantly surprised me. The eyeshadow, I think it all performed beautifully. That one shadow that had quite a bit of fallout and wasn't quite the shade I was expecting it to be. This one, that surprised me. But yeah, it's not really my colours. I don't really love these sort of reddish colours on me, but I feel like it is perfect for holiday at the same time, perfect for Christmas. And I do love the formula of these Audacious lipsticks. So the standout of this collection for me is absolutely this blush palette. I mean, who thought it wasn't going open? I mean, who thought it wasn't going to be? It's just right up my street. I love these palettes. I love the packaging. I love blush in general. So of course, this is where my heart is at, and it just doesn't disappoint. So far, I've used the whole top row and this middle shade. These aren't really my cup of tea when it comes to blush, especially not this typically quite berry shade, but I will try out this one. This one's kind of more my cup of tea. It's more of a sort of corally red shade, and it's just the typical Nars gorgeous, that baked gelée type of formula. You need a very little amount. There's no kick up. You can build and build and build as much as you want to. It's very forgiving. It's very smoothing. They've got beautiful finish. You cannot really go wrong. This is such a perfect gift. Do you need to buy every single one of these that come out? No, of course not. Silly billies. They just are so smooth and buttery, just a treat. So this is the highlight here. Maybe a little too dark for you if you're very fair, but beautiful. So yeah, my pick of the collection is absolutely the blush palette. Everything performed beautifully. It's just, I find these so like joyful. They give me joy, and what a gorgeous gift, especially with this packaging. The eyeshadow palette, like I said, it's just not really my kind of colours, but formula wise it's beautiful. This middle shade, this one is the one that I was a bit surprised by, because it just looked like it was going to be gold, but it's actually very pink, so that was confusing and not quite what I was expecting. And that was the shade that was a bit more glittery, a bit chunkier, and had a lot of fallout, but the others did not. So this is a lovely little Diddy palette, beautiful stocking filler. If this is kind of your colour story and you like these sort of more red looks, because it's tiny, it's teensy, you're really only going to get one or two kind of looks in there. And I think because this is actually pinkier than it looks, it is very pinky red themed. So if that's your colour story, you will love it. If it's not, it's an easy pass. Not that the lipsticks aren't nice. I really enjoyed this. I think the formula is beautiful with these Audacious lipsticks. I think Nars has lovely lip formulas, quite underrated again, lip formulas, but the shades just aren't that exciting to me. Like, they don't really scream holiday. This shade that I have on, yes, it's a red, I guess. So I guess in that way it's holiday, but the pinky nude is just quite underwhelming to me, and I just feel like the packaging is nice, the magnetic gold, I do like the packaging, but yeah, it's just not that exciting. So I think that's, again, quite an easy pass. So for me, the standout really from the collection, as always, is the blush palette. They did also send me the large Orgasm, but obviously we all know what this looks like, and I already own this, so I'm going to put this one in a giveaway because I have at least 3 of these, as far as like having a single, and then it's in some of my blush palettes. And there's also a little duo of their lip balms, which again I already own, so I'm going to put that in a pile for a future giveaway as well. So there you have it. Those are my thoughts and recommendations from the Nars holiday collection. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'd love to see you in the next one. Otherwise, take care for now. Bye 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 bye.